What's up, weirdos? Shishi Surgeon here in Virginia with my man Ray at Defiant Customs. Sorry, I wanted to say Defiant Cycles. It's Defiant Customs, and Ray did for me a huge favor that I would say don't expect from anybody, because you never expect a favor when it comes to buying something off a Facebook Marketplace. He didn't know me from Adam. We ended up talking back and forth, and he had a CB750 here that I'm going to show a little bit later. They gave me a hell of a deal on, and he ended up holding for me for over a week while other people were blowing up his messages. We're in Richmond, Virginia. Is this actually Richmond? Richmond, Henrico, and I didn't know this when I walked up here. He said he had a few CB750s. There's a good baker's dozen. Various states of undress around here. There's also Sportsters. What's on the? Oh, there's another CB.
That's a Nighthawk 750. Just get turned into a cafe area.
So Defiant Customs, an emphasis on the customs. When I started looking for a bike, I was originally looking for a Nighthawk. More on that later. He's in the process of turning this into a hardtail chopper, shaft drive, suicide shift with a Mikuni flat slide on it. When this thing comes down the road, people will not know what to think because nobody does this, right? You realize this. So what does the Defiant stand for? Ain't nobody tells me what to do, because everyone would have said, don't do this.
Ain't no rules.
Here's the thing, and I talk about this all the time in Tampa, but if you have an older 80s, 70s Japanese motorcycle, getting somebody to work on it is an absolute nightmare because nobody wants to touch them. People like you and what you're doing out here at Defiant Customs, I'll have their Facebook link down below. Hit them up if you're here in Richmond, both for custom work, and if you're not a dick, you could probably get your bike worked on. I just got to know him. He's a very nice guy, so don't be a dick. That's rule number one. Don't be a dick if you want that hourly rate to stay down. Iron head over here that he's built in. He went to Grundle Run and built an iron head chopper.
We got an invitation again for the OCC bike show down in Clearwater.
So he's going to be down in Clearwater for that. We'll be hanging out with him there because, you know, we're going to be there hanging out at Burt's and OCC. I saw a shovel head half cut apart in there. You got an iron head out there. Everyone watching this is our thing, man. It's like, I like bike, dude. I'm not a Harley guy. I'm not anything guy. If it's got 2 wheels and a motor, yeah, 3 wheels and a motor done. I usually find something I like about it. Kindred spirit, dude. I knew I was gonna like you. It's also got a cool van over there too, which everyone's gonna ask about the van.
Oh.
Yeah, like I said, he showed me a picture of the van. We were talking online before I got out here, and all of a sudden I said, I think we're gonna get along just fine. The final voyage of tater salad. Ooh, on this misty morning. Whoa, really misty, actually. Damn, okay, all right. I was just kind of making a joke, but yes, on this misty morning, we're heading out to Burt's Barracuda for the annual toy run, which I don't know if it's the biggest toy run ever, but if it isn't, it's gotta be damn close. Of course, whenever I think Christmas, I don't think it's any of the other girls have been on the channel. Maybe, who knows? I was talking in another video about how the 90s and the early 2000s were basically the equivalent of the 1960s and the 1970s if you're between 35 and 45. So I will tell you this, my body count of girls who have Nightmare Before Christmas tattoos is probably higher than it should be. Sound off in the comments if you got a Jack Skellington tattoo, and don't be lying to me. I'm not saying I'm proud of it, it's just, it is what it is, baby. When I see a Jack Skellington on a girl's forearm, in the business we call that a sure thing. Don't get mad, don't get mad. I don't make the rules, y'all. I just work here. I lived through the roaring 20s and all the emo scene girls and hipsters out there, and I made it out without a kid, so I think I'm doing all right. All right, let's see what old Burt's Barracuda's got cooking for us today. I'll tell you this about Burt, he does a lot of things well, but one of the things I can always count on him for is throwing one hell of a party. So one of my favorite people here, of course, Miss Perry.
Hi guys, Perry from Burt's.
We were just over there flirting on camera, and now I really want to flirt, but she goes, I don't know if my vehicle will make it. I took the shovel head, so we're already dicey on the run, but Perry's taking her Mary Kay pink and burgundy Shelby Cobra.
Yes, I'm driving Burt today, and so I'm hoping that she's a little temperamental. I hope that she makes it the whole ride.
Life's always a little more fun when you've got something beautiful, uncertain, and dangerous in your life.
Oh my God.
A Knight of the Order of Harley Davidson. Of course, you always run into familiar faces at Burt's, and if you don't remember him, this is the reason that old 92 got given away. He gave it up, and she gave it up too, because that was originally her bike. It was his bike, that was her bike, and now it's Celine's bike. But it went to a great home. So I actually know that guy, and he's allowed to wear it. One hell of a party, man.
That's what we're doing. That's exactly what we're doing.
I heard him. He's saying it low, but David was singing "Oh Canada" behind me. I'm kidding. He was singing the Star Spangled Banner. I don't know how David knows the whole Star Spangled Banner, and I don't. Now, this ain't bad. You want to talk about the royal treatment? Getting the cops to shut down all these roads is freaking amazing, man. Rolling through every stop sign, stoplight, intersection. I'm sure some people out there are pretty annoyed that they have to wait for us all to go by because there is a lot of us. But if you're on the ride, trust me, it feels pretty damn cool. Well, who just thinks all the motor cops who helped make this happen and everyone, I mean, it's not just motor cops, there's a lot of people. I'll tell you this, taking 1,000 motorcycles through downtown St. Pete to the beach, that's no mean feat. Now, normally I'm a little afraid when the fuzz comes around, but a motor cop came up to me today and he said, you know, I watched the channel and I'll tell you this right now, Shade Tree Surgeon, you're allowed to do whatever you want. You know, he says, you can just do whatever. It's no big deal. I'm not going to say his name because he's like, you can't like be giving this pass to everybody, but thank you, officer, for letting me know that. I really appreciate it. He liked, he subscribed, and I'm allowed to do whatever, you know, so I'm really nice to know that. He just kind of told me what I already knew, that the laws don't apply to me, which is fine, you know, I'm not going to hurt anybody. I will treat this power with a modicum of respect, at least, I promise you. I will not take advantage of it too much. And I also think he's setting a good example, so if there's any other police officers watching this, no matter where you are, I'd like you to follow in his example and realize if you see me that, you know, I am exempt from man's law. You know, I answer to a higher power. Certainly, there's probably some laws that apply to me, but, you know, it ain't silly little laws you got written down on some stone tablet downtown in the courthouse or something, all right? I ain't got no use for man's law. I'm just telling all the cops who happen to watch the channel, I'm just letting you guys know I'm exempt from these laws. I don't want y'all to get in trouble. You know, if you guys are out here and you see me, you write me a citation, like you could get reprimanded. I'm looking out for you guys more than anything. And I do that. I look out for you guys. I do that out of I don't have to. You know, I could just let you write me a ticket and let you get in trouble, you know, with the higher power that governs me. But, you know, I don't. I do it out of the goodness of my heart. At the end of the day, you're welcome. See, I like that. All the pretty girl cops wave back. See what I say? Some people, man, they just get into waving. I like it, man. That guy looked like he was going to wave down the whole damn back. Hey, baby, sometimes a simple acknowledgement of a human being, sometimes that's enough to brighten your day. Oh, both hands. I like a double waver, man. It's getting maximum waves. Well, hey, would you look at that? I think a lot of these guys look pretty familiar, huh? Dude, the line was so long, it was already starting to make the turn before we got back here. That's wild. It's insane how many people there are. Every kind of bike, too, man. That's what I love about this. Hey, you got Kawasaki's, Yamaha, Honda Groms. We got freaking three-wheelers, trikes. Everything under the sun, man. That's what I really love about Burt's Barracuda. It might be a Harley-Davidson dealership, but they do not discriminate there. As long as your knees are in the breeze, they want you to come on by. I love it, man. There we go. Ducatis, KLR 650, Suzuki Boulevard, another Ducati. Freaking everything, man. They love it. So many bikes, my damn arm's getting tired. And a Rocket 3, my man. Now that is freaking cool, dude. Hey, they don't even discriminate against those guys, man. The Polaris slingshots, y'all are welcome too. Why not, man? We all just out here having fun.
Get out of here, Dewey. You don't want no part of this shit.
I've had the shovel head. It's got to go. That was its last gasp, its final hurrah. What's very funny about the shovel head is this thing absolutely fine on vibrations because it's rubber mounted, and everyone just talks about, oh, these crappy American motorcycles. Meanwhile, this 1977 Hexa 650 will literally rattle your teeth out, dude. If that thing's a percussion massager, and it is, this motherfucker over here is a Hitachi. Remember, freaking also kick your freaking goddamn foot off over here. Oh, the shovel head needs a kicker. The whole point of it is that it doesn't need a kicker because it's reliable. This thing, if you kick this thing wrong, even with this retarded, and yes, that's actually what it's called, I'm allowed to say it, even with that retarded, Dude, it'll kick back sometimes and ruin your damn day. Anybody out there who has a kick-only motorcycle and has ever had that thing kick back on you when you are just like, when you're giving it full send on the kicker, when you have totally committed to kicking that motor, which you need to on some bikes, this one included. You can't half-ass it. You have to fully commit to that kick, and it kicks back on you. That will ruin your day. A lot of these guys saying that shovelhead needs a kicker. You might be watching a few too many Instagram videos, baby. If you're ready to deal with it, more power to you, man, because it could be dangerous. So it's usually a 1 or 2 kick bike when no girls are looking, but all of a sudden when you're outside the bar, baby, it's the last kick. Hey, maybe it does need a kicker. Maybe it does need a kicker, you know? I'm saying that. I'm going like, you don't want no part of this, okay? I feel like I'm in freaking Dewey Cox Walk Hard right now. A kick motorcycle, you're gonna look badass, and everyone's gonna think you know how to do magic when you get it to start, and you're gonna look like an old school cool motherfucker, and every girl will want to get to know you, and every guy will want to be you. You don't want no part of this kick-only motorcycle life, baby. You don't want no part of it. Yeah, you definitely want no part of that, baby. Who would want that? Yeah, me. Definitely me. What can I say, baby? Do as I say, not as I do. Hypocrites just tend to have a little bit more fun. Well, we are out for a little bit of a somber reason today. Not a little bit, definitely a somber reason, you know. We're heading to Ken's shop, Tiger Temple Tattoo, again, because he's doing a benefit for a very good friend of his and just a stalwart figure here in the Tampa tattoo community, Abdiel. If you live in Tampa and you're in the tattoo community, you know who Abdiel is. He was diagnosed with stage 4 cancer. So Ken is actually taking everything he makes from the shop today. They're wrapping a few things, they're giving away a few things, and every single tattoo that gets done today, they're donating 100% of it to Abdiel. Ken's a good dude, man. He is a good human being, man. Might look like an asshole, but trust me. Isn't that the case sometimes? Like, the more of an asshole you look like, the nicer you are. Guess it's not always the case, but definitely counts for Ken. If you've ever wondered what happened if you're getting a tattoo and you talk with your hands.
Gosh, look at this shit. That is messed up. Look at it.
Do not forget. Do not forget to retard the ignition. Gotta get home to not only beat the rain, but we're live streaming tonight. As I said in the previous video, we're back on Shaylee's live streaming schedule now. We just decided not to stream on Twitch anymore, but if we decided not to stream on Twitch, that means we better be streaming on YouTube. So we're gonna put out the word today. It's gonna be a Fuck Your Bike Sucks live stream, and I'm just gonna do nothing but review user-submitted pictures of their very nice motorcycles and talk all sorts of crap about them. And I know that some people are probably gonna see it and go like, this asshole, look at all these crappy bikes he rides, he's talking crap. But like, no, I'm gonna talk crap about them on purpose. Like, I don't care if you send in the nicest possible motorcycle, I'm still gonna talk shit about it, okay? It's called busting balls, man. We're just busting balls around here, okay? Get used to it, lighten up. Listen up, man, it's not a cock. Don't take it so hard. We're just trying to have a little bit of fun here. All right, heading out with everybody's favorite wall over here on the chopper, the Gold Wing, and of course, Candy Day back in action. We got everybody's favorite wall, everybody's favorite chopper, everybody's favorite yoga pants. With all this crap talking, I better hope my motorcycle starts. Of course, my motorcycles are usually the only ones that are ever really in question. That's not the best sign. I'm getting nothing. Well, I can't mess with it all day. I can get it started when we come back. Trying not to hit Shaylee's bike again. Yeah, if you want to learn how to do wheelies, it'll be great. The Japanese chopper isn't running. We better ride something reliable, like a shovel head. Kind of sad when this is more reliable than a Japanese bike, but I think that's more my fault, not the bike's fault. One of my favorite things about the Insta360 Go is you can leave it almost anywhere. I'm sure I can get the old Yama dog running. I'm just gonna have to give it a little TLC when I get home. You don't normally have a chopper that doesn't need a little bit of TLC. Oh, we got all sorts of people talking about choppers. We got Shay Lisi talking about choppers, all sorts of people. You guys out there building choppers. And yeah, I think everybody pretty much know that it's never a given thing that the chopper's gonna start. But I also got somebody else coming into choppers, although she doesn't know it yet.
I always wanted to go here. Have you been here? Yeah, everyone says it's amazing. You can buy like honey and shit.
Hey,
What?
can I get my camera back?
Oh yeah, sorry.
For all my love of the dude and everything Big Lebowski, you know, I've actually never tried Sioux City sarsaparilla. Cheers.
Oh, look at it sucking it up.
That's what I hear they always say about you. Oh, you're talking about the bread. Anyway, some people just throw their whole piece of bread in there.
Me.
Psychos.
I'm psycho.
What is Florida? So you can get a Cuban anywhere. Getting a Cuban in a place like this is definitely better. Delicious. Damn, it's so good. I thought I could hang out here, but I'll piss wherever I want.
Just rocking it out, man.
Got my dubstep song on, bro.
My man on the scoot with the dubstep. You didn't have to do us like that, dog. Frickin' save some pussy for the rest of us. Jesus Christ.
Yes. Okay, show me eye. Yes. No.
Good morning, my neighbors, and then I'll get back down and we'll have to just put it together.
All right. 3, 2, 1. Good morning, my neighbors. Good morning.
You know?
I can be like, pretty much, you can be like,
Yeah.
Yes, that's good. Yes, perfect. Yes, exactly like that.
I'm not gonna let you fall. I promise. All right, I'm putting you back down. You get a ball. All right. Now leg up. Bottle open.
Into crossed arms like this, and then now look up and around.
Well, there's no guarantee they'll be here because this video isn't coming out today, but there's literally a $1,600 Ultra Classic over here, multiple ones for under $7,000. Some of these things might still be here, but when you've got a freaking Ultra Classic with a tour pack that's under $7,000 on top of the $1,600 one, on top of an under $5,000 Springer, yeah, those are gonna go fast. So you can call and see if they're still here. But today, they're doing me and old Madam Hexa a favor. Madam Hexa is coming back to visit from Germany, and let me tell you what, man, Bert got her set up right, so she's gonna have wheels while she's down here. Yeah. Bert did all right by Madam Hexa, that's for sure. Madam Hexa's old bike, her old Heritage, is in very friendly hands right now. He's taking real good care of it and rides it around all the time. It's leading a great second life, but we're still gonna ride motorcycles together while she comes and visits. Come on. 114 Street Glide? Yeah, I think this will do her just fine. It's been so long since I've just been on just a regular 114 Milwaukee 8. It's completely stock, man. This is a good engine. People can talk all the crap about them they want. I know I even got friends who don't really like them, but they're just the straight up stock 114. It just has the kind of power I really like. Just that hand of God torque. Welcome back to America. There's only one place to take Madam Hexa, who I promised I wouldn't film. I didn't film picking her up because that was a very special, tender moment. But yeah, of course, welcome back to America and the stabbing ground. anybody who was wondering at the beginning of the video just what the heck I was doing in Virginia, it should come as no surprise that I was picking up a CB750. Another chopper CB750, although there's a lot of people who would immediately look at these rear shocks and say, this is not a chopper. But let me direct your eyes towards the front of the bike, which most definitely has been chopped. In fact, this entire frame, except for maybe the bottom part, is completely one-off. This is not a CB750 frame at all. It's not a CB frame that's been made into this. Maybe the bottom part there they kept, but everything else is not Honda. This was built in somebody's garage back in the 70s. And why did I buy it? Well, that's a good question. Why do I do anything? I don't barely know. I'll be honest with you guys. I bought it because I was originally looking for a Nighthawk 750, which is still a CB750, because I wanted to make a video about what it's like to buy under $1,000 motorcycle, 4-cylinder motorcycle, and bring it back to life. Everyone goes out on Facebook Marketplace and on Fleabay and on Craigslist, and they go out and risk life and limb and getting stabbed and getting a tetanus shot to go out and look at bikes that are like $700, $800, $600, and a lot of times they are Nighthawk 750s. So that's what I was looking for, because I wanted to show you guys what it took to take one of those bikes from a non-running bike, ran when parked, needs the carburetors to be tuned motorcycle into a running riding bike you can ride. And then this bike came up, which is still in the letter of what I was doing. It's just a little more special. The price was the same. It's definitely a little bit older. This is a 76, I think. I got it from Ray, who's a really good dude, but he didn't build the bike. It was a project of somebody who used to work for him back in the day, a real young kid who got the bike with this frame and then started trying to do a couple things to it. We'll go over some of the things. I'm going to try not to judge too harshly because I've done some very dumb things in motorcycles when I was younger, so I'm not trying to pass judgment or cast aspersions here. Everybody's done some dumb customizations to motorcycles back in the day. This is what we're doing. We're taking a sub $1,000 bike, and I'm going to show you guys what it takes to get this thing running. So when you go and you find that Nighthawk 750 or that Suzuki Bandit or whatever it is, that carbureted 4-cylinder metric motorcycle, that Japanese bike that someone had and then parked in the garage and never rode again, because those motorcycles are everywhere, for under $1,000. What does it take to get that bike from this, a non-running bike, although I did try to make it run and failed. I just wanted to see if I could make it make a noise. I could not. I don't think it's getting sparked. But we're going to see what it takes to take one of those bikes and turn it into a running bike. I just drove all the way to Virginia, even though I could have bought a Nighthawk super cheap here in Tampa. Probably a little bit more than this, because I didn't pay much for this. And I wouldn't have had to drive 2,000 miles, but I did drive 2,000 miles. And I don't know, man. It's you guys know me. The principles will remain the same. It's still a 4-cylinder motorcycle. It's just a little different. That tempting bike, that under $1,000 bike, that cheapo bike on Craigslist, ran when parked, needs carburetors gone through. This is what we're doing. Me and Joe the Mountain Jedi, 1-800-ASK-SHELBY, are going to go through this bike and make it into a running, riding motorcycle. Will it be the safest motorcycle in the world? Most likely not. Couple little problems here with this girder front end and some clearance issues, but you'll still be able to apply all the same stuff to a $1,000 4-cylinder motorcycle near you. Yeah, there is a lot of really funny stuff done to this bike that try not to talk too much crap, but we're gonna save that for a different video. Me and Joe the Mountain Jedi and Shelby are just gonna go completely through this thing and point out all the stuff. Like there's some definitely some Home Depot plumbing for petcocks here, among other things, among many other things. But this is the type of stuff that you can expect on a cheap bike that has been passed around a few times. You can expect to find really stupid things that people have tried to make fix, or things that they fixed on the side of the road and then just left forever, or things that they fixed wrong and caused the bike not to work. That's kind of the whole point. So when it comes to that, it's the perfect donor bike for that kind of video. So stay tuned for that one. That'll be coming up here in the next couple weeks. I'm looking forward to that collab with the boys from the Ride Factory. And that's gonna about do it for this one, y'all. Thanks for tuning in. I know this video was all over the place, and until next time, y'all, keep it weird.
Crashing through the sky comes a fearful cry. Shade tree, army. Shade tree, army. Armies of the night, evil taking flight. Shade tree, army. Shade tree, army. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. Panic spreading far and wide. Can the world oppose the deadliest of foes? Shade tree, army. Shade tree, They never say die, walking tall with banners high.
Shade Tree Army, a ruthless gang of scum, villains, freaks, and bikers determined to rule the world.